Hello and welcome to this video in which I'll be analysing the character and protagonist of Prospero from one of Shakespeare's final plays, The Tempest. If you've watched my video summarising the action of The Tempest, then you'll know that Prospero, the play's protagonist, was once the Duke of Milan before he was forced from power by his brother Antonio, who usurped his title and forced him to flee with his baby daughter Miranda. We learn that his devotion to magic is what allowed his brother to overthrow him. In the 12 years following his banishment, Prospero has become an even more powerful sorcerer, thanks in part to Ariel, a fairy Prospero discovers imprisoned on the island and whom he subsequently frees, though he forces Ariel to do his bidding. He also enslaves the original inhabitant of the island, Caliban, a creature Prospero refers to as a deformed slave, forcing him to carry out hard physical labour and often threatening and abusing him verbally. At the start of the play, therefore, Prospero is an embittered, resentful character who treats those less powerful than him unkindly, even cruelly. Furthermore, when fate brings his enemy's ship within striking distance from shore, he cannot resist the urge to seek revenge, showing that even though 12 years have elapsed, he still holds a grudge for the men who harmed him. With the help of Ariel, Prospero conjures a violent storm at sea, causing the men on board to be shipwrecked in small groups on the island. Delighting in his power, Prospero uses his magic to taunt and terrify the men, berating them for usurping his title as Duke of Milan. However, as the play approaches its end, Prospero discovers that instead of revenge, he wants to forgive his enemies and give up his magic, revealing his identity to the assembled courtiers and even breaking his sorcerer's staff to prove his point. He even allows his daughter Miranda to marry the son of King Alonso, Ferdinand, one of the men who overthrew him all those years ago. He also frees Ariel, the spirit who has served him faithfully. Both modern and contemporary critics have theorized that Shakespeare intended the character of Prospero to be read as an embodiment of himself. Like Prospero, Shakespeare was a father. Like Prospero in The Tempest, Shakespeare controlled the characters in his plays, manipulating plots and storylines in the same way that Prospero dominates those around him. Furthermore, at the end of the play, Prospero breaks his sorcerer's staff and says that our revels here are ended, meaning that the entertainment is now over, but which could also be read as Shakespeare declaring the end of his career as a playwright. However, given the relative uncertainty surrounding Shakespeare's life, it is difficult to know for certain what he intended and how far to link him to the character of Prospero. What we do know is that Prospero begins the play seeking revenge and ends it by deciding that forgiveness is a better option, affirming that the rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance, meaning that it is better to forgive than to hold grudges. I hope you enjoyed this analysis of Prospero from Shakespeare's The Tempest and found it useful, whether you're a teacher, student, or someone who just loves literature. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to LitGrit for more videos just like this one. Thanks, and see you next time.